Hi guys, and welcome to Cooking with Fat Julie, where I share tips and tricks in the kitchen as well as quick and easy recipes. Today I'm going to show you how to make a ham and olive loaf appetizer. This is pretty simple to make. You're going to start by preheating your oven to 180 degrees. And then you're going to butter a regular sized loaf pan. Now, as you can see in my bowl, I have 150 grams of flour. This recipe calls for 3 eggs, but if you have seen what I've done with cakes and things like that before, I'm actually going to add an individual cup, which is usually about 75 milligrams, of plain yogurt instead of 1 egg. So I've added my plain yogurt, and then I'm going to add my 3 eggs. Now I'm just going to mix the flour, eggs, and yogurt up together until they're nice and smooth. I've mixed that up, so now I'm going to add 100 milliliters of milk and about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now we're going to mix that up again. It's okay if that stays a bit lumpy. You really don't want to over mix anything like that's bread or cake. So at this point I'm going to add 150 grams of sliced green olives, ,200 grams of diced ham, and 75 grams of shredded cheese. Now I happen to have a cheese that's similar to Parmesan, so I'm going to use that, but you can use cheddar or really whatever kind of cheese you want. So I'm going to throw that in there. I'm also going to add just a sprinkle of salt. Remember that your olives and your ham are going to be a bit salty, and then I'm going to mix that up again. This is where I'm going to add my baking powder. Just remember that you want to add this right before you throw it in the oven, because as soon as your baking powder gets wet, the chemical reaction is going to start. So, throw in my baking powder, stir it up, and now I'm just going to pour that into my loaf pan that I've buttered up. Okay, so now I'm going to throw this in the oven for 45 minutes until it's nice and golden. And I want to make sure that it's cooked in the middle, so if you want to use a fork or a toothpick or a knife, whatever it is you use, just to slide it inside and make sure that it's not still moist, wet. You want it to be moist but not wet inside, then go ahead and do that. And remember that a regular sized loaf pan like this is going to be an appetizer for about 6 people. You can also go ahead and make this in a cupcake pan for individual servings, but remember you're going to want to reduce your cooking time by about 1/3 to 1/2. So just check on that, and depending on the size of your cupcakes, you're going to have to pull it out earlier. So I'm going to throw this in the oven, and I will show you what that looks like when I take it out. So here is my ham and olive loaf right out of the oven. It's supposed to be served at either room temperature or cold, but give it a try and decide what you like best. Let me know how this recipe turned out for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and bon appetit!